Hello, 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 everybody. Good evening, good afternoon, and I hope you're all doing really well. I'm going to have to work on this lighting, aren't I? It's all got a bit dark over here. Hello, hello. I hope you're doing super well and having a great Monday. I can't believe that we are in kind of the last week of November. So this is the witching forecast for the 22nd of November through the 28th. So yeah, this is getting to that pivotal last time of the year as we go on towards the solstice, the winter solstice. So I'm a bit distracted. I'm trying to get some better lighting going on here, but I'm not sure if I'm actually going to manage it too well. But we'll see what we can do. Hello, good evening, good afternoon. It's so dark. It is feeling very wintry. And hi, Gail. Hi, Elaine. Hi, Jane. Hi, Isabel. How's Sandy? Oh, thank you. Perfect ambient. Okay, we'll go with that, Gail. Perfect ambient. I kind of feel like it should be brighter, but it's wintry. We're definitely in that dark part of the year. And yeah, we're going with moody, wintry lighting. Hi there, John. Hope you're doing really well. Hi, everybody. So how was the eclipse for you guys? I hope that you had a powerful eclipse in a positive way. It was quite intense, definitely. The energy I've got from this eclipse period is like peeling off the layers of an onion while on a roller coaster. I kind of think that's kind of what we're doing. But let me know how it was for you guys, how that longest eclipse in 500 years was for you. And of course, thank you to the skies for just not showing anything. You know, had a meteor shower and eclipse and it went all cloudy. But I hope you had a fabulous full moon eclipse. And if you are wanting to say, I always forget to say this, and I need to say it because if you are wanting your own reading, you don't have to just have the free once a week general readings. You can always welcome to pop over to my website, allwsLauraRedWitch.com, and get your own personal empowering reading. If you want to look at where you're heading next, what's going on around you at the moment, maybe you're looking for some goals and some plans to move forward into the new year, always welcome to come over. And also, I work with the tarot, as you know, or the power animals, with the goddess cards, with the fae energy. So there's so many different areas you can connect with in a reading. So this is just a fabulous overview, but if you want something more personal, please do pop over to my website and see about getting your own reading. I'd love to see you there. Okay, hi there, Debbie. Hi there, hi there, Seville. It was really intense. I spent most of the weekend. It is, oh bless you. Big virtual hugs for sure. And I hear you, and it has been intense. And yeah, peeling an onion while on a roller coaster. That's my analogy of it all. But yeah, do let me know how it's been for you. And for Isabel, she's saying that it's a full moon day and blowing a gale here, so it felt quite fitting. Yeah, absolutely. And I kind of feel there's some really good stuff coming out of it. It's just kind of going through the stuff to get there is quite challenging. Okay, I found my Wildwood Tarot. We've got the Wildwood Tarot today. I mean, I've got other decks as well, which we're welcome to connect with. But I thought what we haven't used for a while is the Wildwood Tarot. So if you are new to watching the Witching Forecast, it's been going for a year and a half or more now, and it's a weekly look at the tarot and oracle energies, and also going through the star signs. So we go through every star sign and do a card for everybody. I always do say, do check your chart. Check out your full chart so that you can maybe use your top 3, your sun, your moon, and your rising in this reading. Okay, right. And also do feel free to comment about the cards that this is live around 5 every Monday. So if you're watching live, please do feel free to comment about the cards or maybe about the last week. And you're welcome to also do that if you're watching on the playback as well. Okay, card for the week, everybody. Are we ready? Are we ready for the energy of this week? Okay, as we go into Sagittarius. So what is general energy for people this week? Oh yeah. I'm going to pull another one as well. So this is a good one, but I always like to maybe do a little bit more. Card for the... Okay, interesting. Right, so the first card that comes out here is the Ace of Arrows. So in the Wildwood Tarot, arrows is swords, and you've got the Uffington horse in Wiltshire. If anyone has been there or seen that, I love that area. I love the Uffington horse and Wayland Smithy. It's just such a magical and powerful area. So if you've ever stood by the eye of this horse, some people say it's a dragon as well, but but the white chalk horse is such a thing in Wiltshire. It was just a very different stylized one. But the eye of the it is a place of power, and it's a place of, I love that this eye of this magical beast is the arrow is coming forth from it, so that this feels to be a time of breakthrough, of really concentrating and focusing our energy to break through old patterns, old issues. And the old patterns, the old issues are coming up with the 8 of arrows, which is called struggle. The struggle is real. 8 of arrows and 8 of, so I kind of feel that the 8 of arrows is representing maybe old thought patterns, issues that are kind of ongoing, or old ways of dealing with things that we know aren't working, but I don't know if you do this. I never do this. I'll just keep going. I'll do it on my own. I'm fine. That kind of vibe. But actually, we have this new way forward. And I've been talking a lot about this in my readings over the past week, that it can be, even though this is horrible feeling, it can be harder to accept a new way and to allow our brain to kind of forge a new neural pathway to a new way of doing things. So maybe focus on that and just do it in little ways at first. So maybe you want to just walk a different way to work, get a different book out, go to a different coffee shop, sit in a different place, like do small things that are changing your reality, and it will help make the bigger decisions clearer as well. New starts are coming in, and there's an opportunity now to heal and to release the old. The next card I got was the 7 of Stones, which is a 7 of Pentacles traditionally, but it's called Healing. I absolutely adore this card. So you've got this kind of green man, medicine man figure, healing this guy in a stone circle, maybe connected to the ancestors, maybe connected to the land. And it is in this winter time as well. As you can see, you've got this wintry energy. So this is a time of healing and allowing the land to heal us. It is going into the darkest part of the year. Everything is waning. So allowing yourself to have that healing and to receive that healing as well is really positive at this time. Try not to forge forward every minute of the day. You're processing, releasing a lot from the past. You're processing on working out new ways forwards. So give yourself that space and time to receive the healing. There's really depth, there's deep old healing as well. And then we've got at the bottom of the deck was the Page of Bows. So enjoy playfulness, find space for lightness and playfulness throughout all of what's going on. It feels as such a push and pull of trying to push forward towards something new, something better, being dragged back by the past, needing healing because we're exhausted. So finding the space to play and to allow this joyful energy in is really brilliant and really positive. So just absolutely very deep, I think, and a process of these cards. But the first one that came out was the Ace of Swords, or the Ace of Arrows, and it's called the Breath of Life. So absolutely love that. Think about things that bring you new energy, doing breath work, exercise, or new ideas just to stretch the way your thoughts are. New energy, communication. This is the time to embrace all those new things that bring you life, that bring you joy, that can aim your focus and maybe take you away from maybe older, more destructive patterns. So yeah, and allow the healing in the meantime, and in however way that is for you. You could be booking a healing session. You could be sitting amongst the trees, going to a stone circle, going to a shaman, whatever feels right, going to the doctors, getting a nice bath with some aromatherapy oils, whatever works for you. Give yourself that sense of surrender and healing. Very interesting, and seems very apt for, I kind of feel it feels very apt for this week. So I'll see what you guys are saying as well. So Elaine says, last Friday I managed to fund exchange contracts on a house that will be sharing with my daughter. Congratulations. That's good news. It's a good eclipse breakthrough, isn't it? Gail has been to the Uffington Horse. Beautiful, isn't it? I love that place. I've been for a while. I need to return. Visible says, how lovely, especially the stone circle. Yes, perfect energy. Connect with the old, what's old, what's ancient, the ancestors, things that have survived many changes. It can be very inspiration. Mycelium says, wow, spot on, so much needing to release, but will totally rearrange my life. Thanks, Laura. Love listening to you. Thank you so much. Diane Vieira says, I just got here, but this reading is already kind of disturbing. That's what I try to do. When I drew a card from my Brian Froud deck, which we love, last night, I got the death card. It seems similar to at least part we're discussing. Yes, absolutely. There's a surrender to the old that's going on here, and it is quite hard, isn't it? Even if we're struggling, we kind of get caught in our patterns that this is how life is, and it can be even scarier to say, well, I choose differently this time. And so that's why I say do it in playful ways. Do it in ways that are going to, or do small things, small acts of courage, talking to that person, going to that different place, whatever that could be, doing a different exercise or whatever. Those small acts of courage can help make the bigger ones flow easier. Okay, so let's have a look at I was thinking about getting the Brian Froud cards out. I'll do that next week. We'll have the Brian Froud. I love them. I usually use them for my own readings. So an animal energy for the week. Oh, lovely. I think we've had this one. Look at this one. Bison. Abundance, just so beautiful. So obviously not had these animals in this country for a very, very long time, but it says here, sacred buffalo, cloak me in your wisdom, keep me warm through the storms of life, fill my life with goodness, teach me the way of gratitude and prayer. So this is called abundance as well. And it feels right, especially as we go into the winter months here in the Northern Hemisphere as well, to kind of have that sense of warmth and protection and focus and abundance. And I love the fact that it says, teach me the way of gratitude and prayers. No better way than to make changes that are positive are to really be aware of the beautiful things that, even if something isn't right in your life, to be really aware and grateful for the things that are there, and to keep them in mind, to keep those focus. So I love the strength, and especially the Uru's rune, that deep power that's necessary to survive and to thrive as well. So yes, lovely. Thank you. And Jaycee had a very peculiar day last Friday. It was very mixed. Yes, but it's felt a very mixed time. I kind of get that with the eclipse, like with the light and the dark coming in. And good evening and hi to everyone that has just joined. Right, let's get rocking through the star signs. So whatever astrology you use or don't use, just work with it your way. And if you want to look at get three of the readings, you can look at your sun, your moon, and your ascendant. Okay, so we start with Sagittarius. We are into Saggy now. I think today is the first day of Saggy. Let's have a look. Okay, for Sagittarius, see. Oh, look for you guys. Look, what a beautiful image as well. Sorry, not the computer. Obviously in the tarot, the world is the completion, the best card, the bringing of everything together, the absolute wisdom. And in this deck, I love how you have all the seasons from spring to winter in the card and the labyrinth drawing you in. There's just such a deep time for you guys as you come into this cycle, Sagittarius. It just feels like such a time of understanding and wisdom and initiation. There's a sense that I think a lot of things that have happened over the last year or 2 years will start to truly make sense, and you're starting to reap the rewards from them as well. There could be a new pathway forwards that comes from that. So this deep inner and outer wisdom, a sense of wholeness, and in between the worlds, just before you go into that new phase, just take some time to see where you've come from, what's matured in your life, what are you leaving behind, what do you value, where do you want to go now. The labyrinth is a symbol of deep inner wisdom as well. It's a very meditative path to travel the labyrinth. So it's a real sense of card of self-understanding as well as outside achievements as well. So one of the best cards of Sagittarius. Plans should start working out. You should start to see where you're going, bigger picture. Success is on its way. And if you are wanting to move forward or graduate or, feel that the rewards are coming through from your endeavors, this card is saying yes and more. Absolutely feels so beautiful. There's just strong energy around what you can gain on the inner realms as well as on the outer world as well. So perfect. I won't pull any more because it's the best card in the deck, as they say. And it brings the most rewards. It's saying you've been through those trials and now is a time to accept and be open to the rewards that are coming in. So Krista says, hello, my husband's Spectre and I watch together. Hello, both of you. We've been married for a month now and love watching together. So insightful. Thank you so much. Bless you. Thank you and congratulations. John loves this deck at the Rollright Stones. They have out this maze. Oh, brilliant. I've not been to the Rollright Stones for a very long time. I think I'm always going on about. Right, let's have a look. Okay, so next card is for lovely Capricorns, Team Capricorn. This is your card for this week. More standing stones. That's what we love about this deck. We're going to get a lot of standing stones. That makes me happy. So, Nine of Stones is the Nine of Pentacles on the Rider-Waite, etc. decks. And it's called Tradition in this deck. And just look at that image. It's just so moody and passionate and powerful. The priest or the shaman or the god in this is very is sat like we see the Kninos statues, with the torque and the antlers and the snake for transformation. So we have the shifting cycles, the seasons, we have the kingship and the honor and the oaths, and we have the wildness, we have the changing seasons and the power and the wildness, and this connection to the ancestors and deep tradition. So as earth signs, and really determined, strong earth signs, this is your energy. I really feel it. So this just feels so magical, so powerful. If you're following the path that is totally aligned with you, there is just so much wisdom and success and just deep knowing accessible for you at this time. Being a card of earth, it is actually really also good for worldly achievements, for things that you have got to a specific place in life, you are doing well. But more importantly in this deck is how you are aligned with the earth and with the land and with the sacred land. So there is power, there is maybe even a reason to celebrate this next week. There could be a reason to say, you know what, I've achieved this, I have got here. There is a sense of enlightenment and that you are in control, that you've got to this place of power through respect, through work, through honor and understanding. So take a moment this week, Capricorns, and just realize how far you've come and that you may be facing Kninos. Like if you were maybe journeying with this card, you know, what would you do if you could just walk into this image and you'd approach this the shaman, the priest that's dressed as the horned god, the antlered god, and what would you say to them? You know, how would you approach this? It could be a really nice meditation to do, a nice visual just to go into it and just sit with that energy for a while. You don't have to do anything. The stones are quiet. You know, there's that deep earth wisdom. Maybe just sitting with that wisdom and just maybe, you know, visualizing, receiving knowledge and healing from this character, because you deserve it. You've got to this point. Well blooming done. There is so much power available to you. So I love that energy. There's this happy cat with more stones. Yeah, I love this card. It's so beautiful and quite different from the traditional Nine of Pentacles as well. I have got water in here. I'm not drinking beer, tempting as it might be. Let's look now at Aquarius. Team Aquarius. Let's have a look for you guys and see what's coming up for this week. Okay. Ooh, it feels so wintry. Don't all these cards just feel so... I mean, this is obviously wintry. I mean, when the stones, because pentacles and stones are often depicted as the winter. So you'll see different seasons in the deck, and the stones or the pentacles are usually depicted as winter cards. King of Stones, the wolf. I just want to howl at the moon. And as Aquarians, it could be a great week to do that. So let's have a think. The King of Pentacles, the King of Stones, the wolf. There is the King of the Woods. This character is in control, is in charge, and is deeply connected to the land around. There is power here. There is deep soul connection as well. I get this more. You know, when you get the normal King of Pentacles, you don't necessarily get this deep soul vibe. But with the howling at the moon, this feels to be something a lot more soulful as well as earthly. So for Aquarians, this is an amazing week for your power, for your strength, for your connection to your emotions and your connection to your soul, and manifesting something in the physical realms with that. Because he's the king, he's in charge. You know, there's calling out to your pack, there's calling out the reason that you want to do things, there's expressing who you are and being able to receive abundance and strength this week from the world. So speak what you need, take charge where you need to take charge, express yourself, step up in sovereignty, in a sense of knowing that you deserve and that you're walking this path, and that you have more than enough to get you through the toughest of times. So this is absolutely beautiful energy and strength. And also looking at the full moon, what did the full moon eclipse bring to you? What emotions did it bring up? What are you working through at the moment from that? Because this could be an ongoing theme to really express something or to work through something that might have come up for you guys at the eclipse, at the full moon. But own it, call it out, speak your truth, take the center stage. Your wild wisdom is needed in the world. And I love that. So Inkyfish says, Mary Meet Laura, always a joy to start the week with you, and thank you for being here. Absolutely pleasure to have you guys here. It's a long Samhain. It feels like a long Samhain season, isn't it? Yes. And hi everybody, and hi New Heathen who's made it finally. Hello, good evening, hope you're well. So we're on Aquarius and we're about to go to Pisces, Team Pisces. Let's have a look for our lovely fishies and the energy for this week. I did shuffle. So Pisces, you have the extra vibe of what's going on for everybody this week. Time to speak up, time to know, time to go for it. There is such inspiration around you this week. The breath of life. You will feel more empowered, more in tune. The energy here is breakthrough. There could be some communication that comes towards you or that you're putting out there that is just going to change things in such a great way. Now is the time. Now is the time to speak, to connect, to send that arrow of your ideas and your thoughts and dreams out there. And launch your ideas into the world. So Pisces, you have this double. This came up for the card for the week for everybody. It's the Ace of Swords, the Ace of Arrows, and the breath of life. Deep breath. Take a deep breath and send out into the world which words, which thoughts, which ideas, which dreams you would like to move forward with. Beautiful card for our lovely Pisces. Just checking where the cats are. Not sure. Now I sit up on my desk to do this. Cobweb isn't as big a fan of getting involved, but I'm sure they'll make an appearance at some time. Okay, so let's now have a look for Aries, Team Aries. Let's see what's coming up for the week ahead. Okay. I'm putting the one because I don't want that one. I'm going to have that one as well. Obviously, I can't ignore it. Okay. All right. It's going to be a week, Aries. It's going to be a week. So first one comes up, 3 of Arrows. Jealousy. 3 of Swords. So let's sit with this for a second. Yeah. Oh, annoyance is called. And it's not nice because it makes us feel... everyone's having a better time than us. We're not loved, this kind of feeling. And, you know, it can be words that are said or thoughts that are happening that are causing the issue, because it is arrows, it is swords. And you can see that the arrows are going into this seemingly wooden heart, but there's blood coming out of it and it's setting on fire. So this being the idea that be careful with your words and your thoughts, and, you know, maybe not take everybody else's thoughts and words to heart this week. It could be one where you really are facing those demons around jealousy, of heartache and worrying about things like that. And so I asked for the card so we can get some more advice, because we're not staying with this one. And you've got the 4 of Arrows, so they're literally the one next to it. Take time out, disengage, have a rest, allow the transformation represented by the butterfly to happen while you sleep, while you rest. And also you have then the 10 of put another one. I wasn't making it any better by pulling another one, but you know, I did. The Ten of Bows is carrying your responsibilities. So there may be the feeling of overdoing certain things to escape this feeling. You might overwork, overachieve, overcommit yourself to avoid all of this feeling. But it's okay to get the things done that you need to get done, but maybe don't do it all on your own, or don't make life really hard for yourself this week. There's a way, if you're feeling like this, if we feel like this, we might try and hide or, you know, avoid by doing something that's stressful in a different way. So I would say this week, Aries, give yourself that space to heal. I would say disengage as much as possible and get on with the things calmly that you need to do. So, you know, with the rest, I think that rest, that time out, that disengagement will help, will really, really help. So let's have a look for Taurus, Team Taurus. Let's see what's coming up. Okay. Woo. So we have the Guardian, which is, the sort of the devil traditionally. And I really love this card because it's like a bear. It's like a bear skeleton or something of the sort, and it is blocking the way to a sort of a very old burial mound or a cave. And I quite like this actual guardian towards our unconscious. This actual guardian towards the things that we fear. So this is a really fascinating take, and I think it's a very true take on the Devil card, because what is hiding in that darkness is either what we fear, what we don't want to face, and that can create the outer avoidance, the outer addictions that can happen. So the Guardian card is saying that it could be time to face this fear, this issue. It could be a great time to look at what it is that we're avoiding. But if you are not ready, it is okay to turn away and come back another day. You'll be given the chance this week, I think, Taurus, to face this deep fear or this deep issue or this something that has been huge. But I really feel once you get past the fear, what you'll find is not as scary. And also the power and the healing you get from it is huge. Often the guardian's there for a reason, as well as like guarding. You always have a guardian to the subconscious, don't you? Guardian to the deep places, because to explore before we're ready can be quite terrifying. So yeah, really powerful stuff around what are you ready to face? What are you ready to walk through? What are you ready to move forward from? And I would say that, keep trying to get to the bottom of something. Keep trying to work towards something, because it will help. You are going to get there. You're on a bit of a journey at the moment. I think you're on a bit of a journey, and I feel like it will lead you to a strong, powerful place. But often what we put up there is something that's a symbol of what we're afraid of to keep us away from something, but the treasure could be behind that, if that makes sense. So interesting stuff, and thank you. And then moving forward to our lovely Gemini, Team Gemini. Hope you're doing well. Let's have a look for Gemini. Oh, yes. Okay, so good stuff here. I quite like this, especially because the Gemini energy is of duality and of the twins. And you have almost those two twins bopping each other. So firstly, you have the Two of Stones challenge. So there's with the Two of Stones, you have this jostling energy of what's going to win, what's going to take charge, where you're going to go. There's change, there's transformation, there's a sense of moving forward, but there could be facing a challenge before you get there. So I think I was reading that actually when the hares are fighting, it's usually the women that are fighting. There was just that did come up. I'm not sure if that's right, so I will check that out. But I did hear that, or that I heard that the women are fighting to get rid of the men. I'm not quite sure, but hi, Cobweb, do you want to come and say hello? He's not sure. Yes, he is. Just say hello, Cobweb. Here he is. You can't really see him, can you? But his lordship Come on, Cobby, say hello to your fans. Like, here is my bottom, everybody. Here is Cobby's bottom. So you're looking the wrong way, sweetie. You'll look that way. Never mind. Okay. So Gemini vibes are about choosing. If there's two parts of your brain or two options, choose the one you want to back. Choose what you're going to go for. There's no, but don't beat yourself up. Don't get involved in dramas. Don't get caught in the act of, carried away with this, because the other card I got for you is the Hermit, or the Hooded Man. So again, it could be like the Aries card is withdrawing from any weird, just little dramas, and going on your own journey to heal. It isn't bad. There could be real progress being made this week, but I actually do feel that you get more from it by following your own path rather than engaging with other people's, rules and things like that. So yeah, I do feel that you've got the Hooded Man there. You've got a journey that you're going on. There's strength coming your way. You seem to be gaining so much wisdom this week. It could be a really powerful week for you. Things are changing. It could be a bit chaotic, but withdraw on your own path so that you're moving forward in a positive way. Okay, Cobweb's coming. He's gone now. Yeah, they prefer it on the sofa, but I was trying to do this at the desk at the moment. All right, let's have a look and see. Moving forward to Cancerians. Hi, Team Cancer. Let's see what's coming up for you guys. Nice. Oh, lovely. Yes, Debbie. Wisdomness. I should have just said that, shouldn't I, really? Don't get involved in the dramas. Go with the wisdomness. So look at this, Cancer, and I love this. Like, this is one of my favorite. Well, both of these are two of my favorites from this, because this is just so beautiful, and this is just so epic. So you have this. Traditionally, this would be the Hierophant. I much prefer this one. It's the Ancestor, and it's it's a woman with a sort of a red deer, or a sort of stag's sort of horns on. So it's kind of real mixture, drumming and sending in the winter woods. And this is the call to your deep past, the deep wildness, the deep truth. And this is about learning. It's about learning the ways that are going to be inspiring and healing and strong for you. So this is a great week, Cancerians, to really gain some new structure in your life that's supporting your spiritual and personal life. It is a great time to ask someone in the know. So our ancestors, they could literally be someone that we would talk to gain wisdom from, or we may ask somebody who's in that profession or who has great experience with something. We may email or call someone that could help us, or that we look up to, that we admire. This is a great week for that. It's a great week for standing firm and listening to the call of your ancestors, listening to the call of what. So I think with the ancestors as well is, what is your gift to the world? Like, what do you want to offer when you become an ancestor? And it's kind of walking that path so that you are stepping forward in your strength, so that you're on your right path to not only have an amazing life, but also to share something in the future. So the birch woods are very, very sacred as well, sacred trees. And here it is, this deep winter calling. The drum is saying, follow this path, follow the deep wisdom that you know, follow the wise ones. There is great guidance, great advice for you this week. And one that's leading you to is the 10 of Cups. How nice is 10 of Vessels, it's called in this deck. And it's called Happiness. Oh, it's so lovely. I think I love how they represent the cups, just sense of this. I love waterfalls. I love flowing water places like this. So it's just such a blessing of this overflowing joy of love and abundance and everything that you need. So there's a happy ever after for this week for you guys. There is a certain, it's a certain sense of following. I think it's like a key in the door this week for you Cancerians, that you learn something, you stick to your path, you stick to what you want to follow, what you want to learn, and then ta-da, you have this joy and celebration and love coming out the other side of it. So that is super nice. That is very, very nice. And moving forward to Leo. And bless you, New Heathen, full of wisdomness. We try. Okay, so moving on to Leo. Team Leo. Let us see what is coming up for you guys. Again, Leo rising, Leo moon. Also, to check this out. definitely another one of my favorite cards. Traditionally the High Priestess, so this is called the Seer. This is my kind of priestess, that is for sure. She's so earthy and connected to the animals and earth and the sacred places. So she is the Seer. She is the one that sees that cannot easily be seen. She is connecting with the stones, with the plants, with the trees, with the land. She's getting the messages coming through. So it's about trusting those messages that are coming through to you this week on your path. It could be about doing rituals, giving yourself the time to be the priestess, the seer, doing readings, maybe being in nature, connecting to the powerful places, maybe even working with a medicine pouch so that you can collect items from your favorite places, like a stone, a shell, a bit of earth, fur, a feather, and kind of have that access to those powerful guides and teachers that you can take with you in your day-to-day life. So I think it's a great week for some kind of ritual, Leo, or some kind of connecting with the other world, connecting with the unseen realms, and allowing the messages to come through. They will pour through you. The more you the more you spend time in those power places, that could be in your living room or on a beach or in the woods, wherever, the more you will find the answers are coming through for you this week, Leo. They really will be flowing through in a very strong way. So listen, pay attention, because big shifts are coming and you'll start to hear them this week. Love that. Okay, now moving on to our lovely Virgos. Team Virgo, let's have a look for you guys. Let's see what's coming through. Same as Gemini. And I am thinking, of course, that Virgo are ruled by Mercury as well. So I think there's this mercurial energy that's affecting Gemini and, of course, Virgo, that's kind of creating this sense of change. And the change is creating a little bit of a challenge. So there's the bopping. It's playful. It's not like it's a really bad thing at all. It's playful. It's a sign of things shifting. It's a sign of power struggles changing. It could actually be a sign in your life that you're ready to move forward, that you're ready to step up. You're ready to say no or yes to something in your life. I feel like it could be a chance of, as you emerge into the way forward, there could be that sense of jostling, preparing you for that. So it does feel like, yes, things are changing. Yes, there's new things coming in. It might not be a smooth walk in the park, though, but it's more jostling than big drama. And for Virgo as well, again, I did shuffle, but we've got the Seer coming through as well. So I like to how Gemini got this card, then the Hermit card. You get this outer drama, but retreating into your inner knowing, into those sacred places. Retreat into that magic, because there your power resides. This is interesting. It's changing. It's worldly stuff. This is both for Gemini and Virgo. It's interesting. It's moving you forward. There's good stuff coming from it, and you will be starting things, I think, over the next week or so that will lead you in a new direction practically. But this is where your power resides, Virgo, and the Hermit is where Gemini's power resides. They're both sacred. They're both magical. They're both tuning into those inner realms, and that is where your power, your peace, and your love come from. So remember that. Okay, so Diane says, the Seer card resonates for me. It came to my attention that I haven't been practicing my belief as a witch. I need to get back into them again. I hear you. We can kind of have this knowing of what we are, but not practicing it. And that's fine for a bit, but after a while, your soul longs for that ritual, that ceremony. No matter what path you're on, if you feel aligned to something, your soul longs to do that. So yeah, and we can make excuses that we're too busy, and it might be true, but it isn't nurturing us. And we all know the magic starts to happen when we follow those paths again. So yes, good plan, Diane. All right. Okay, so next we're moving on to our lovely Libras. Team Libra, let's have a look for you guys. Okay. Nice. This is nice energy and very fiery, actually. So as we go into Sagittarius, there is that sense of fire and passion. The Three of Bows, the Three of Wands is, ooh, where could I go now? What could I do? There's doors, options. My power's rising. I feel more in control. I could go here, I could go there. So there is a sense of energy aligned, rising, and doors opening for you. It's exciting. It's, I think, very good to consider your options at the moment and to consider what you dream of. Where do you want to go? This is called fulfillment in this deck. So what you've worked for is starting to come into fruition, and what you want is starting to open up for you. So it's a week of confidence and not thinking too much about should I, shouldn't I. Go with your gut, go with your fire, go with your passion. Something is shifting, getting stronger for you, and you're going to have more power and connection to the path forward. I also pulled the Knight of Bows as well, the Fox. So this is that sort of having the courage to take a step first, having the courage to go where maybe people haven't gone, or to be the first one to speak, to be the first one to take that creative step, to apply for that job, to tell that person you want to go out with them, to to almost see a pathway forward that is yours and claim it in some way. And with cheek and with cleverness and with a bit of foxfire, you manage to do that. So I love that energy. Enjoy that one, Libra. Right, and then we're on to the last star sign, Scorpio. We've been around the track. So Scorpio, let's have a look for you guys, Team Scorpio. Look at you guys. This is nice. You have some gorgeous energy, Scorpios. So, that was the second one that came up. This is the first one. I'm doing in order. 9 of Cups. Generosity. And again, we remember back to the 9 of Stones with the Canonos figure sitting outside the stone circle in the same position of receiving. So this is a receiving love, a receiving joy, emotional bliss, generosity, experiencing that flowing towards you and flowing from you. The universe is generous with you, and you are generous with those that you care about. So when you put in that perfect flow, there is only beauty and love, and you'll be in that perfect flow this week. Make a wish, be kind to others, be kind to yourself, allow the magic to flow to you. It's such a happy energy. And the 10 of Stones, home. So lovely, so strong. It is just your depth. I love this kind of world tree that's in the home. This sense of deep rooted connection, so sacred, so beautiful. This is your soul home. So such a beautiful energy for you guys this week. I hope you really enjoy it and make the most of it. So that was our walk around the wheel of the year for another week. Thank you so much for being here and for watching the Witching Forecast live. And do let me know whether you're watching live or later how it's all going for you and how the cards are for you. Again, please don't forget, you are more than welcome to come book a reading with me if you want a personal reading. And so good to see you here today. Have a great week. Sending you lots of love and see you all soon. Bye. Bye. Bye.